Yeah. Yeah. The Mac is back. Back with another session. I always do this. I always balls this part up, which is that I don't have me knee wraps on, which means nakedness. Now I gotta take down my trousers, and these arms I'll go over here. Dark corner. Get me knee wraps on. Actually, lately, the past few leg sessions, quad stuff, but I usually train actually without, if I'm not live streaming, I'm doing the sessions without trousers. I do have me underwear, but not trousers. It actually helps to see your legs, at least for me. Of course, shorts could be an option, but let's be honest, nobody wants to see that. Alright, so I'm going to start this off by doing a bit of the leg extension here. The reason being that I just feel like it's a pretty good warm up for me to get into squatting. So we're going to do. Yeah, let me get my mic back here. We're gonna do belt squatting today. Over there, that thing. And I just want to get a bit of quad activation going before I actually jump on there. Because otherwise, just getting straight into a squat without warming up, a bit much for me. Even when you start with no weight, a bit feel a bit stiff and kind of tight. So I like to take my time warming up with the extensions first, then get going. This also, as sad as it sounds, this does stretch my hamstrings. So it just helps me get a bit more limber there. My hamstrings are still hurting from our last posterior chain session. So I want to get them loose before I get into squatting, because although they are sort of the more passive part of the squat, they're super tight and stiff. That's obviously not a good thing. So here, I just want to go through the motion here, get loose enough. So we don't have any weight here yet, but that's fine. I find that just going through the motion here helps a lot. So after we're warmed up with this, we are going to do some stuff on the reverse hyper as well, because one of the things for me is I really want to get my lower back in a better place. It's just wrecking me going through life with it, because I am tall enough that picking stuff up from the ground. Yes, that's a sentence. It is pretty taxing for my lower back, and we have 2 little kids, so they what the heck is clicking here? So I gotta do that quite a lot of the time, and then when you clean the floor or pick up some stuff, it just gets a lot of damage. So I'm trying to bulletproof my back a bit more, and that's why I need to jump on the reverse hyper more, just to try and strengthen that part. And also what it does, it does help blood flow in the area and just the mobility, so it's kind of like a recovery type of a thing as well. Good, so I'm just gonna keep climbing with the weight here until I feel like it's not super light anymore, and then we'll get do the reverse hypers and then jump on the on this bell squat. Yeah, I actually really love training legs, despite how they look. But it's yeah, it's been sick a lot and sort of in half states of readiness, so it's working out legs is usually a pretty big price you pay, certainly from a nervous system standpoint. So that's really the first thing to go, but I do love working legs. It's just feels so kind of comprehensive, and there's a good feeling when you really engage a lot of your leg muscles. And the bell squat it feels amazing when you feel, you know, good to go and get to train. I also love how the leg extension feels, and now that I'm actually kind of used to this particular machine, feels good. It does take some time to get used to the feel of a free weight leg extension leg curl. Does have a very different feel compared to something that's driven by a cable. I wouldn't say this is I'd probably prefer a cable driven thing, but for what you get with this, for the price that I got it, it's kind of a no-brainer, and definitely a very good addition to the setup. One reason is that if I really don't have time for like a bell squat session, or if I don't have time to, in other words, properly work out, I can just jump on here and bang a bunch of sets for the legs and just get some blood flow, get some sets in, get some volume in, and it's always like nice and easy. Like even when you push yourself hard, the difficulty of something like a leg curl or extension is never it's always quite pleasant to me. And if I'm like rendering videos, if I'm rendering something there on the studio side, I can jump here, do a set, and then go back and render the next one and come in here. So it's a really useful tool to have, and such a like low level what's the word? Low threshold to get into this and do a bit of work. So I'm pushing right into the zone of feeling like, okay, this is becoming effort now, and then I actually stop it there. So yeah, that's about 30 kilos now. So the weight on this thing is feels very, very different to a cable-driven thing that you would have at a commercial gym. Yeah, I mean, you could like be banging out sets with like 100 kilos on a thing like that, but I'm not convinced that would be even close to possible with something like this. The weight is just so different, and obviously the peak resistance is at the top, which is hard. So good. I think that will do it. Do it for that. Let's get a different perspective on life here. Wonder how much you can actually, let me check. Can you actually see almost anything? Very little. Maybe I can bump up the ISO value here. Something like that. Yep, maybe a bit more. So again, I want to do some reverse hypers here because my back is again, it was feeling really good. I mean, minus the soreness, but other than that, the back has been good for a couple of days now. But then today I started to feel again like it's like it needs a bit of work. So that's why I'm jumping on here to hopefully keep strengthening it and mobilizing it and all that good stuff. So not much more to it. Get in here, put my leg up in here. Oh. Oh. I think we'll do some back and forth between the bell squat and the reverse hyper. So my mid back is pretty sore from the bench we did yesterday, because in that arch position, you do hold your back a lot. I usually find this is the case when I get back into benching. So it does affect the reverse hyper quite a bit, but I don't think that should be too much of an issue here. I'm just slightly adjusting the ISO value here to see what works for this. I'll put this camera a bit more over here. I love my beard. That's me beard. To get these cables further away from the belt squat itself, so we don't destroy anything. And we're going to tilt this down just a bit more. There we go. Cool. Gonna need my belt. We're actually gonna lose this. Are we? I have a memory that I do take the soft belt off for this, but let's see if that does that make any sense. So I'm just figuring out my positioning here. I'm using these squat blocks that give me a bit of heel elevation, so I get into a better position. Very useful. My mobility isn't exactly great. And apparently we are locked in a bit too low here as well, but that's fine. Yeah, so I am trying to... Yeah, we do need to lose the soft belt, but we'll do this warm-up set without. Good. It feels good. A bit maybe tight, a bit sort of bit stiff from a mobility standpoint, but other than that, feels good. Try and strap this mic on my hoodie. See if that works. But yeah, it's nice to be back in the motion of squatting. It's really nice, and also this belt squat is super smooth. I honestly didn't expect it to be this good. I didn't expect it to feel this smooth and nice, but it does. It do feel like that. Jesus, dude, you look a bit rough. Right, so let's get get some weight onto the reverse hyper. I do want it to be symmetrical. So where the heck is my other heavy lock? Oh, it's over there. Under me computer. Classic. So this gives me an exact 5 kilo jump here. And I can keep things very symmetrical. Because it does seem to make a bit of a difference here. All right. Based on how that warm-up set felt, I don't think I can go super heavy on this today, but obviously we'll try and do as much as we can. I'm also trying to not show my ass crack. Yeah, geez, you do lose a lot of strength quite fast. I'll go get some plates. Go. Then I gotta find my other lock, but I always seem to be losing it. No idea where it could be. Is it here? Nope. Where the heck is it? Oh yeah, over there. Too many places, too much junk. I'd really love to have like a dedicated place for everything, but it's too much of a push right now. So, going up another 5 kilos. There we go. Try and make sure my butt crack doesn't show. Making sure the squat blocks are in the right place. Alright, so that was by far the best feeling so far. I'll take it real easy on the squatting today because I just want to get back into it. I'm pretty fatigued overall. I gotta recover a bit before I start pushing myself again. But I mean, these are pretty good overall workouts as well. Like with legs, you tend to get a bit of cardio. You can actually get very high heart rate stuff as well with squatting, which is nice. We'll go and do another set on the reverse hyper. This could be the last one. On that previous set, I actually felt my posterior chain quite nicely, so that's a big plus. Because so far when I've been doing reverse hypers, it feels mostly like kind of getting the chain to do something, but to really make it fire up, like targeting specifically the lower back and that sort of an area. I haven't really felt it so pinpointly. Which is a good sign that we are making some sort of progress here. Yeah, this is being a bit finicky here, because the weight is pushing the handle thing, cradle away, but nothing major. Good. Yeah, I feel that very specifically in my lower back, which is nice. I think much of my lower back issues come from the fact that I've never really taught it how to activate in the right way. It's just like recruitment patterns, your body. It's weird. I kind of have like a lower back pump, which I can't really say is a very familiar feeling. This one has moved a bit. Well, actually, no. Good. Ugh. That trap on the right side, still an issue. It does feel like it's informing me again of its existence. It's really, you're not using it in these exercises, but just the tension that builds in your body begins to pull on certain muscles, and then you begin to have like overall tension build up there. even just slight activation when you do these compound movements, it can trigger muscle groups or will that are not directly involved. So it is still possible for me to tweak that muscle, since it is in a already agitated state. All right. I want to do one more set on the reverse hyper. And I'll increase the weight once more on this. It will actually massage my traps a bit, because I do feel a bit of like a tension headache building up. So hopefully this will dissipate some of that. Oh, jeez. These traps are really, really hurting. Oh. Jeez. Yeah, those are some properly sore traps. Oh, geez. All right, let's jump into the next set on this bell squat. Is this a bit too dark, perhaps? Let's that better? All right. Making sure the blocks are good to go. Nice. Getting me built. All right. Yeah, I actually forgot to do my reverse hyper set. I do want to work the traps just a bit because I actually feel like that helped a tiny bit. Man, they are sore. Good. Feels a bit better. Let's go do our reverse hypers. I don't know if this is the last set. This is, we need a bit more runway here. Ideally, to make this stay in place. Fuck. Ew. Woo. 10 kilos more on this. Again, I am gonna slightly massage my traps. Actually, we're also gonna change the head on this one. This is a slightly harder head. Ooh. Jeez. I could really use a massage. Too bad they cost so much. All right. I'm actually gonna, for good measure, pull up me trousers, so there's no ass crackage in this one. Ten more. Feels good. Good to be doing some legs, squats. This is a super weird looking angle. Officially the weirdest stream on the internet right now. Actually going to change the head here. I'm going to do a bit of my chest. Well, it is very sore. But I'm going to see if I can work it just a bit to get some more looseness. Very, very painful. Fuck. $130 BPM. Good. I'm gonna take you back over here. Jeez. Yeah, Simultaneously, I'm quite happy with, let me get this ISO setting. Going. Yeah, simultaneously I'm a bit like, it was good that we got up to the weight that we had, because when this started, I didn't really feel like, I didn't expect to do a set with 80 kilos, but I'm happy it happened. But simultaneously got a lot harder than I expected as well. So I don't know if that makes any sense. Once I actually got under the weight, that's when I was like, yeah, this will be easier than it actually was. So So this might be way too much weight, but I gotta try. I gotta see how it feels. I just kind of want to do a final set on the leg extensions to wrap up this session. Oop. There we go. Oop. What the heck is down there? Oh. Let's clear this junk out of here. All right. Cool. That's it for this session. Thanks for tuning in. As always, take care of yourself. I'll see you next time. Finished.